Let's rewind for a minute and look back in time to a country filled with racist crime. Blacks discriminated, beaten, and even lynched. The civil rights movement only inched.
Leaders emerged, such as MLK. He said to use peace, unlike the KKK. Black school children, screamed at by men, protected by troops so it wouldn't happen again.
Dr. King led a march and said he had a dream. The civil rights movement began to pick up steam, but he was soon killed by James Earl Ray, all because he didn't like what he had to say.
Another leader led the charge, his name Malcolm X. The more militant approach saw more drastic effects. He was also killed for his inflammatory expression. However, African Americans began to see less oppression.
The Civil Rights Act was passed by Congress. The support for equal rights was at its strongest. Blacks considered equal, all barriers removed. Discrimination still existed. Now let's not get that confused.
Flash forward to today, racism all in the news. Some blacks claim to be victims, and it's the cops that they accuse. On Twitter and Facebook, the Black Lives Matter movement is trending. However, they don't see the racist message they are sending.
The movement wants to change the system, to revolutionize, but in their efforts to do this, they dehumanize. While blacks can only consist of 13% of the United States, cops have to react proportionally to their murder rates.
When a movement divides people and starts riots, the people who want to do right are silenced. Peace is the answer, and violence is not. Just remember what Martin Luther King Jr. taught.
Black Lives Matter activists applaud the death of police. They fail to see that crime will increase. Cops are not a threat to blacks. On the contrary, it's black-on-black violence that puts them in the cemetery.
So instead of fighting for a goal that does not exist, let all races join hands instead of making fists. See, when you fight for equality for one, you really fight for equality for none.